Good evening, ladies and gents, and welcome to another Kuwait pilot stream. It is 2100 hours of local time here in Kuwait, where this live stream is being broadcasted to all of you all over the world. I want to welcome you guys to the stream this evening, and today, ladies and gents, we are going to be flying from New Orleans to Houston, Texas, the home of FSDT Expo 2023, where Kuwait pilot is going to be there this year. So I hope that if you're around and you plan on visiting FS Expo, that you'll come and say hello. I will be at booth H7. So please come over and say hello. I have some nice giveaways for you guys, including the official Kuwait pilot merchandise, as well as your chance to enter the giveaway to win the Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant, only courtesy of the Kuwait pilot channel. So, looks like we're using packs today, and it looks like the cabin crew decided to do the safety safety announcement. So let's head over to the aircraft, and today we are United 1405, and we are exactly at position Charlie 5, where this flight departs from New Orleans. All right, let's go ahead and start setting things up. And first thing first, we're going to come here to the overhead panel, and we're going to turn on the battery switch. Battery on, standby power, and the ground power. And now we can go to the FMC. Let's see here. Where is the... There we go. And FS Actions. Welcome, guys, to the stream. Let's see. Who do we have in chat? Rand Cooley. Hello, Stan. Welcome back, Stan. Thank you very much for your reply. I haven't looked at it yet, Rand. I will. James. Hello, James. Welcome, Tom. Hello, Tom. And we have also Ron Anderson. Welcome, my friend. Flying said, you are a big reason I'm going to... Oh, that's very nice of you, Ron. Thank you very much. That's... I'm most humbled. Thank you, sir. I'm really looking forward to meeting you guys there. Background radio quite loud. I think, Stan, it's the PAX. I don't have today the radios on. Mini Chobo, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Kakaku, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Haven't seen you in a while. All right, let's go ahead and set things up here. We're going to bring up our SimBrief flight plan. So let's fetch our plan here. And there we go. And we're going to go to the payload information. And as you can see here, we're carrying today 14.2. That's 14,200 pounds of fuel for our flight. And then we're going to go to payload, and we're going to enter the zero fuel, which is 120.8. There we go, 120.8. Excellent. And we are done here. Excellent. We're going to go back, and now we can start setting up the aircraft for our flight. So we're going to perform the tests here. Right, all checks okay. Excellent. And the cargo fire test. Excellent. And let's check our lights.
We're on your time now.
As well. Excellent. Lights are checked. And let's see, everything is good here, so we can move
Good afternoon,
on.
ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight 1405 with service to Houston. Our flight time will be roughly 55 minutes.
Oh, I do like the announcement. It reads the flight information. That's cool. I haven't used PAX in a long time, so...
Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, secure doors for departure.
Stall 1 and 2. Let's set the ADDONS to nav mode. And at this time, I think we can go ahead and board the passengers. So I'm going to select request boarding.
Boarding requested.
All right. Everything here looks good. Everything here looks good. All right. Excellent. Let's move on to the overhead panel. And yaw dampers selected on. The left after fuel pump is turned on. Everything here looks good. Everything here looks good. And emergency lights are armed. We're going to put the auto fasten seatbelt signs on. And window heat can go on. Our final cruise altitude today, according to the SimBrief plan, is 30,000. But I don't think that 30,000 is possible for the distance. It's a very short flight. We'll leave those crew? Now. We're going to turn. All right, let's do both here. Starting. And electricals here are good. All right. Voice recorder is on auto. Trim air is on. Recirc fans on auto. And everything here. All right. We're going to set this to 13,000 feet. 30,000 feet, beg your pardon. 30,000. Come on. All right. Here we go. Carl Childers. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. IFR Captain. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you guys here. You didn't miss much, Carl. No, we were just getting started here, and position lights on steady. All right, and let's cancel the master caution, and we can now test. Test 1, test 2, excellent. And we're going to do the same thing on the first officer's side. Test 1, test 2, checks okay.
Crew boarding
and
started.
Then we are going to test the oxygen. Checks okay. All right, excellent. All tests here are complete. And we can now start programming the FMC. Excellent. All right, FMC, position in it. Let's clear the display, and we are departing today. Kilo Mike Sierra Yankee. Now, guys, can you help me with the pronunciation of New Orleans? Is it New Orleans or New Orleans? I heard that New Orleans is actually a name of a city, so it is supposed to be New Orleans, not New Orleans. But you guys help me with the correct pronunciation. All right, so we're setting the IRS here, and we're going to go to the route. That's the departure. The arrival into that is where I am going to be heading very soon on the 21st of June. I'll be departing Kuwait on Emirates, heading over to Houston. And yeah, that's it's exciting. All right, we are United Airlines flight 1405. Excellent. And we're going to go to the departure. We'll bring up our SimBrief flight plan once more. There we go. That's our flight plan. And we're going to take a look here. Very short flight. We're going to depart runway 02. There is no SID. So we're going to go direct to, let's go to the route. We're going to go to the next page, and we're going to fly direct to JPEG. All right, JPEG. And from JPEG, it's the arrival into George Bush International, or Intercontinental, beg your pardon. So we're going to go to the arrivals. And we're going to select the ILS runway 26 right. Right, selected. And then we're going to take the link 1 arrival for 26 right. And it's going to be through JPEG transition. And I don't think there are any other transitions here. Let's see, GIL. So none of these, so that's fine. And activate and execute. Excellent. Let's make sure we have no discontinuities. Looks like we have vector to final, which is okay. We're just going to vector ourselves in, and all's good here. Perfect. All right. Init ref and zero fuel weight is 120.8. Gross weight is 135, and the reserves, according to our flight plan, alternate is 4 + 2. That's 6,000 pounds of fuel. And the cost index today is 8. And as you can see, 33 is the max we can go, but we're just going to select 30,000 feet. There we go. 30,000 is set. Cruise wind is 307.44. 307.44. Transition altitude, all right, unable, that's fine. Transition altitude in the US of A is 18,000 feet. Execute that, unable at BBQUE. Okay, let's go back to our flight plan real quick, and that's what it's complaining about. So we're going to set this to 250. There we go. And execute. That should do it. Excellent. Unable 250. All right, no worries. We'll just give it 240. All right, that should be good. All right, perfect. I'm a flight instructor, and I guarantee that he could, with minimal instruction, get into a real jet, program the FMS himself pretty easily. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Carl. Appreciate it. All right, so we are done here, and we can go next. All right, so everything's here. We'll go back here. We're going to go to the N1 limit, and we're going to leave everything. Let's derate our takeoff. We're going to go to the, we're going to do flaps 5 for departure, and select our trim 4.89 units. Let's go here, and all right, let me just set this up here. All right, we can go and set 4.89. All right, perfect. 4.89. That's close enough. And everything else looks good. Let's go ahead and... All right. So that's our departure. Everything looks good. Passengers almost there. And let's see. V2 is 143. Right. And let's go and start the APU. And set our altitude to 30,000 feet. All right, here we go, 30,000 feet. I'm really excited, guys, about FS Expo this year. And it looks like they have, this year they have a lot of surprises for you guys. But I'm not going to spoil them. We'll just leave them for you guys when you get there. Hey, Benny, welcome aboard. How are you doing? I hope your wife is doing well, Stan, and welcome back, my friend. All right. So the glare sheet is all set up. We're going to go ahead and turn on the flight directors on. And, all right, so a few more tests. Let's go ahead and perform the GPWS test.
Light slope. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear, wind shear, terrain, pull up. Airspeed, full, airspeed, full.
All right. And we're also going to perform the TCAS test.
TCAS test, pass.
All right, TCAS test pass, excellent. Let's put the APU gens on. And we're going to turn the left pack here. APU bleed is on. And we'll supply some conditioned air to the passengers in the back. We're still showing expected departure in 33 minutes. The passengers are 95% satisfied. So everything's looking good. Ahead of schedule. No, let's go back.
We wanted to let you know that we're going to be arriving very slightly ahead of schedule.
I didn't know that you can do that with packs, so yeah, that's fine. All right, so passengers are 96% satisfied. That's because we told them we're ahead of schedule. All right, we can remove that, and everything is now ready. We're just waiting for the passengers to board the aircraft. And this scenery, by the way, of New Orleans is is that of Latin VFR, and I have to say that I'm not very impressed with this scenery, but I do like where we're heading today, and the guys over at FSDreamTeam has provided the channel with a copy of Houston Airport, which was recently released, and that's where we're heading today. And we're almost there. We're almost ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the fuel pumps. And let's take a look here. Everything here is looking good. All the test pass. Everything's looking good. Yeah, everything here is good. Excellent. All right. So the only thing we need to do is set our altimeter. And now we can just wait for the rest of the passengers to arrive. And it looks like this is a hub for United. New Orleans is a hub for Southwest and United. I see a lot of Southwest and United aircrafts all over the place here. All right, excellent. Osama Mohammed, it's been quite some time. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here, and thank you very much, sir, for your continued support. Thank you very much, guys. Nothing is like home, Stan. Nothing is like home. Hello there, Can. Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here with us. Hello there, Alex. Old type 737. No LED lights yet. Yeah. All right. So looks like boarding is we have about 9 passengers to board, so we're gonna get things ready here for departure. Do we have anything in the center tank? Probably not. Probably not. All right, so we're almost there. I really like the United livery. Looks like the airport isn't very busy today. On a previous test flight, I saw so much traffic, but yeah, I'm glad. That means you know, we're not going to be delayed for takeoff, so that's cool. All right. All right, one more passenger, and we are good. Let's go ahead. Boarding is complete. Let's go ahead and turn on the anti-collision light is on. And we are now ready to start our engines, auto brake to reject a takeoff. And let's go ahead and call GSX. So today we're going to go through all the, all available options here. And let's go ahead and prepare for pushback and departure. All right, and I love how everything is automatic with GSX.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
But it didn't close our door. So let's go ahead and close that ourselves. Let me go back here. We're going to go to the doors, close the door. Normally GSX should close the doors, but for some reason it didn't. So we'll do that. That's okay.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
I bought the new Airsoft Marseille for X-Plane 12 yesterday. Looks good. Not bad on FPS either. Oh, thanks for that. Maybe I'll go ahead and give it a shot. Stefanos. Hello, my friend. Welcome. Thank you very much, sir. I hope you enjoy the flight. And we have Relax Gaming IT. Greetings to you, my friend. Welcome. Right. I think we can release the... there we go. She's locking the gear. All right, so we are going to nose right, facing nose right. Yeah, nose right, that's right. It wants us to dismiss the GPU. All right, let's go to the ground services. Normally it does this automatically. Not sure why it hasn't done this today.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
All right. We are clear to start the engines. We're going to set the packs to the off position. APU bleed is on. Let's go ahead and start with engine number 2. And we should now see the engine spooling. PAX has properly identified.
Please direct your complete attention to the flight attendants as they demonstrate the safety features of our aircraft. You will notice a light illuminated above your seat. When this light is illuminated, please fasten your seatbelt low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight as you may experience unexpected turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. To familiarize yourself with the emergency exits on this aircraft, please refer to the safety card in the seat back pocket.
By the way, in terms of realism, we shouldn't be hearing the, the passenger announcement.
In the event that
but
the
I
cabin
guess,
loses pressure, an oxygen mask will drop right in front of you. To start the flow
I guess
of
it's
oxygen,
alright.
pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth and secure the elastic band behind your head. Tighten the straps if necessary and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask first and then assist others.
Alright, we have a good start on engine number 2. Let's go and start engine number 1.
In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat
Pack
between the
on
armrests.
high.
When instructed to do
Isolation
so,
valve
open the plastic pouch
closed.
and remove the vest. Flip it over
And
your
engine
head.
bleed 2
Wrap the
is
straps
on.
around your waist and buckle
And we
up the
have
front.
engine number
Pull
1
the strap
spooling.
tight.
Set parking
To
brake.
inflate the vest, pull firmly
Alright,
on the
let's
red
set our
cord
parking
only when
brake.
exiting the aircraft. If your life vest does not inflate
Waiting your
automatically,
confirmation
blow
for a
into
good
the
engine
mouthpiece
start.
for manual inflation.
And
This vest
fuel.
is equipped with a whistle and light. If necessary,
GSX menu. And let's go ahead and confirm a good start.
We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
And hug the cushion to your
Excellent.
chest. Please securely stow all personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are all in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight, and that includes vaping. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is strictly prohibited by law. All of this information can be found in the safety card located in the
All right,
seat back in
looks
front
like
of
we have a
you.
good start on
Read it and
engine
let a
number
cabin
2.
member know if you have any questions.
Beautiful.
Thank you for flying with us,
Unlocking
and we hope you
gear.
enjoy your flight.
Let's go ahead and set the gens and engine selectors on continuous. We're going to turn on the probe heat, packs on auto, isolation valve on auto, engine bleed for number 1 is on, APU bleed
Construct
is
disconnected.
off,
Bypass pin removed.
and let's see
Left
here,
is clear.
APU is off.
Right is clear.
All right, and it looks like the pushback truck has done its job. Excellent. Let's set our flaps. Look at that, guys. Beautiful. All right, and flaps are set. All right, so we have clearance from ground crew. Everything is in tip-top shape. Taxi lights are on. And everything here is checked as well. All right, flight control check. Full up, full down, full left, full right. And let's do the pedal. Full left, full right, neutral. And everything's checked. All right, so we're going to set this on the legs page. We're going to put this on the... let's go back, FMC on the climb page. We're going to put the terrain radar on the first officer side. And before we forget, we're going to go ahead and set our TCAS to TARA. And we are good to go. All right. Parking brake released. And off we go. Now, just at the time we decide to taxi out all the
Cabin
aircraft,
is ready.
Thank you very much. So cabin crew have just notified us that the cabin is ready and we are good to go. Now we can, by the way, use the follow me truck, but yeah, it's just we're just gonna go ahead and taxi out. Dead SDK, all good in the hood, absolutely. All right, I'm gonna just veer off to the left here and allow this Southwest to continue his taxi. That's better. That wing view is just beautiful. All right. I'm assuming it's FSLTL. That is correct, yes. That is FSLTL. And by the way, folks, a real-world pilot has approached me with an add-on for Microsoft Flight Simulator. So he's developed this bush plane, and he's actually done a really good job with developing the aircraft. So I'm going to be reviewing that here on the channel. He actually offered you know, to give me a copy of the aircraft, but I told him that's okay, because I like, you know me guys by now. I purchase everything I review on the channel, and I've flown this aircraft, and it's quite nice. He's done a lot of work with the flight model of the aircraft. It comes in 3 variants, so coming soon here on the channel. And there is also a new scenery, I'm not sure if it's released or not, by Parallel 42. I know a lot of you guys did not like their recent release of the Striper. Everyone is saying that it's, you know, useless, it's overpriced and things like that. And while I question its usefulness, I think some people might like, you know, the new experience that it offers. The price, by the way, I don't think that it's expensive for $14. Again, it is reflective of the... By the way, you see how the scenery is so bad? It's just really bad. You see all this? Latin VFR just has got to fix this. But yeah, I think $14 is reflective of the amount of work that they've done, and probably not many will purchase the add-on. So you know, they have to get you know, their time, the effort's worth into the add-on. All right, that's runway 02, and we're gonna go ahead and turn on our landing lights, runway turn-off lights, and strobe lights are on. Auto throttle is armed, and we are cleared to depart New Orleans and head to Houston, Texas. Yeah, I love the view of the runway when the aircraft is lining up for departure. All right, here we go. We are lined up runway 02, and we are cleared for takeoff. 40% and 1. Stable. And toga. Check.
Rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
Gears going up. Right, let's begin our turn. 1,000 feet. VNAV. Just look at this, how beautiful this is, guys. Wow, looks sensational. Right, and LNAV. Flaps can go up. One of the things that is very interesting about flight simulation is the repeated question that everyone asks. If you are really, really good, you know, in flying in the sim, does that automatically mean that you'll be able to fly a real aircraft? Right? Command A is engaged. And to answer that question, here are my thoughts. What I think is flight simulation is an excellent tool to practice procedures, checklists, and for example, non-normal procedures when there's an engine fire, and to stay up to date with you know, with the latest, for example, airline regulations and checklists. But will you be, and by the way, you will be able to land the aircraft using the auto land feature, so you'll be able to very proficiently use the autopilot system and thus bring the aircraft maybe on the ground. But will you be able to land the aircraft, you know, manually, just by doing flight sim? I very much doubt that. Very much doubt that. All right, we continue our climb. Let me know if you guys like, you know, packs, to use packs along with our flight. We continue the climb now to 30,000 feet. We can go engine mode selectors to the off position, and everything else is perfect. All right, here's our 10,000. All right, before we forget, we're going to come down here and we are going to create our circle around runway 26 right. So let's go to the fix page and RW26.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated and do not congregate in the galleys or near the lavatory.
Alright, there we go. And 10,000 feet, we can turn off our landing lights. We should have done that at about, you know, 9,500. But that's alright. And everything here stays as it is. Alright, perfect. Here is a wing view. I really can't wait for the EFB in the PMDG. I think it's going to be really a nice addition. On the other hand, if I was in a 737-800 and the pilots were incapacitated, I would be able to help with ATC to auto-land the thing. I'd probably be able to do the same, Alex. Yeah, it would be a lot of fun to try and do that. Hey, Anthony Seaworth. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Yeah, I think someone was asking me about auto ortho, and to be very honest with you, I've seen a couple of videos on setting up auto ortho, and I prefer to create the tiles myself for the region I want to fly. It's just it's not a very agile solution, the auto ortho. Does it work? Yeah, it does work. But I prefer to create the zoom levels that I want, especially around the airport area. So yeah, I don't like it that much, to be honest, to be completely honest with you guys. But yeah, I understand that some are using it. It's a good solution. It's a good alternative to having satellite imagery like Microsoft Flight Simulator. But I just don't think that it's a you have to configure too many things, and I'm just not for me. Hello, Jeff. So glad there's a lot of great Texas airports now. Yeah, absolutely. Mini Tobo, and the airlines wouldn't buy simulators for millions of dollars. Yeah. Auto ortho is a stopgap for those that want ortho but can't be bothered with creating their own tiles. I agree, Carl. Yeah, I'd like to create my own. You have a lot more granularity over the tiles and how you want to create them and how you want to create the masks around them. So I personally prefer to create my own tiles. All right. We are approximately 10,000 feet from our cruise altitude, and we can actually release the passengers. It's on auto, but let's go ahead and turn this off. There we go. And 10,000 feet to go. Yeah. Beautiful route here. Beautiful terrain of New Orleans as we depart. Look at that, guys. Just looks sensational. Right, it's showing expected arrival time in about 55 minutes from now, but we'll probably arrive a little earlier than that. And let's go here and take a look at our legs page. All right, so after Jill, Gar, and then vectors to Chubbs, from Chubbs to Owell. Let's take a quick look at our plan here. And that's us. Why is it not showing the map? All right, let's go to the approach. We're going to go to 26 right. Why is it not showing? Strange. Alright, let's try to load and unload. Maybe that'll help. No, that didn't help. Oh well. That's okay. We still have Sim Toolkit Pro. And we have all the frequencies there, so no worries, no worries. Nice, beautiful day. Absolutely no clouds, clear skies. We can see some aircraft there in the distance. Let's put this on climb profile and traffic. That way we can see the traffic here on the display. Anthony, there you have Orbex, who supposedly teamed with Laminar, but is pulling any builds with silence and non-action. You know, Anthony, I always wonder what happened there. Hello there, Jafar. Welcome, my friend. Glad to have you here with us. I don't know. See, the thing is with Orbex, I really don't know what's going on with them. But here's the thing, guys. If you're going to be at FS Expo, Thrustmaster is hosting an event, a dinner event on the 24th inside the 747. So it's going to be very interesting to have dinner inside the 747. So they have cordially extended the invitation to me, and of course the same is going to go to my my delegates over at FS Expo. You guys are going to be, you will be accompanying me there, if you like that is, of course, but you are definitely invited. So Thrustmaster has basically told me that I can invite my friends over as well. So so yeah, should be fun. Salut, hello my friend, welcome. I want more small jets. I'm trying to keep XP alive. Yeah, Saldo, I think I like small jets as well. And I like GA aircrafts. I think they're the best. Speaking of that, I was actually thinking for today, I was thinking of doing a flight on one of the Black Square Bonanza or the King Air. But then I received the scenery from FSDreamTeam, so I thought, you know what, let me do that first, and then we will do something else in the coming days. Maybe we'll do it in X-Plane, maybe do the Fly JSON and check out the recent update to 131. All right, top of descent in 88 nautical miles. Again, guys, very, very short flight today over to Houston, Texas. And let's see here. If we look here, we're going to start setting up. So let's go to ILS frequency is 111.55. So 111.55. It automatically detects this is an ILS frequency. We'll set it as the active 111.55. We'll set it here as well. So the ILS frequency is set 267 degrees for the course. So let's go ahead and set the course. 267 is set on the captain's side, and we'll set it on the first officer's side as well. 267. Brilliant. All right. And we are set, and now we can, by the way, change this here, and we'll set the 80 nautical miles. All right. Now we can set our speed. So we're going to do flaps 30, 147 knots. 147, that's 142 plus 5 for wind correction. And now we have 147. Brilliant. We're all set and ready for the descent. And I wonder, oh, look at that, guys. Our passengers are 100% satisfied. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. I think a lot of people are spending more on... we have with us today Holy Caprio.
In a few moments, we'll be starting our in-flight service. We will
Do
be
you
serving
fly the
complimentary
Q400?
drinks and
What
snacks.
airline?
Please
I
look
love
in
the
your seatback for our list of complimentary and premium
Q8400.
drinks. Premium drinks are available for a small
The
charge.
Dash 8
If
is
you wish to make an
absolutely my
additional
favorite
purchase, please note
aircraft
that we
for
only
X-Plane.
accept credit cards.
And I do fly it. I've done a lot of flights on the Dash 8, and we'll fly it next time on the next stream, perhaps, just to check out, you know, the recent update to version 1.3.1. JV, hello, my friend. Welcome. Depends. What's for dinner? Well, I don't know, but normally, by the way, I'm not a big eater. XB12 is not different from XB11. If you want to have great scenery, you have to use add-ons. Absolutely. So, yeah. Let me just make sure where we are right now. All right, so top of descent in 68 nautical miles. So, yeah, we are actually pretty close to top of descent, and this is what things are looking like here. And look at that, guys. Look at that view. One of the things I really like in Microsoft Flight Simulator is the sky color. Even when it's not cloudy, still looks good, and that's something I really like. I've heard I have a hard time landing the Dash 8. Benny, you're not alone. Yeah, I've had my share of terrible landings with the Dash 8 as well. You know what? In our next stream, what we'll do is we will not do flaps full. That's the thing. We're gonna try to, do flaps 35, I believe. And we have, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name in any way, Luigi? Is it Luigi? Luigi? I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name in any way. Forgive me. Are you happy with your 4090 and frame generation? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm very happy with the 4090. And if you actually ask me, is the 4090 worth it? Here's the thing. I don't think that... So, for example, if I'm loaded at JFK with the PMDG 737, no FSLTL, on the Ultra preset, I get around 90, 80 FPS, something like that. Without frame generation, I will get about 40 FPS, 45 FPS, okay? So that's half of it. Now, if I consider the price difference between a 4090 and a 3090, and I divide the difference by the amount of FPS, the dollar figure per FPS is very high. And if you think of it in that way, it's absolutely not worth it, okay? Because not a lot of, for example, X-Plane will not benefit from the 4090, plus a host of other games that are, not support. They don't support DLS 3. So, from a strictly from a budget perspective, I don't think that it's worth the money. If the price goes down, that's something else. But am I happy with it? I'm very happy with it. I think it really does provide for excellent experience in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And looks like we're serving some snacks and drinks right now. Before the top of descent. 90% we're done with that, so we are good here. Our passengers are quite happy so far, and we'll try to keep them that way. And by the way, if we bring, where is it? There we go. So what do we have here? Public address. Let's see. Ahead of schedule, aircraft delayed, diversion, flight attendant, no, nothing. Public address. What do we have? General. No, nothing there. Cancel that. Expected arrival time. Passengers are satisfied. Excellent. And let's see here. Open IFE. What is it? Oh, PAX has got some really nice features there. Yeah. All right. Now we can see the cabin crew. Let me remove that. You can see the cabin crew moving around, serving, it's a nice app. And you've got your passengers there, not tired, 14 years old. They're happy, somewhat thirsty. Seatbelt is on. Yeah, it's a nice app. I like it. All right, we can close that. All right, perfect. We are coming up to the top of descent in approximately 37 nautical miles. So good time to reset the MCP altitude. So let's move down here. And let's see here, 2,000, 3,000 here. So we're going to set this to 2,000 feet. Right, we set the MCP altitude. I love those short hops where, you know, the cruise isn't a very long cruise. Because I know for a fact that many folks, you know, prefer the takeoff and landings. I value smoothness in simulation, not frames. Absolutely, Anthony. Absolutely. If you can get the smoothness, you know, that is really the name of the game. And I have posted a, I think for Sim Update 11, you know, I had a couple of videos for performance settings with Microsoft Flight Simulator, and apparently those are very popular videos on YouTube, where people have vouched for their you know, smooth experience after trying those settings out. So by all means, just use them and see if those improve your experience. The frames are important. What I've noticed with Microsoft Flight Simulator is if you get anything above 35 frames, you're good. Yeah, anything above 35, you're good. You know, you're going to get a smooth experience. Of course, considering you don't have any, you know, CPU overheating or anything like that. But, yeah. So, we are coming up to top of descent, and we'll be in Houston shortly. Begin our descent. Expected arrival is in about 41 minutes, and everything is looking in tip-top shape. Let's take a look at the outside here. PMDG just looks great. All right. By the way, guys, if you are going to come to FS Expo, we will be. I will be hosting a dinner myself. I'm not sure when. Probably on the last day, and I know Stan has invited me to a meal, so we're going to do that for sure. Stan. Yeah. Now, I'm really waiting for X-Plane 12.06, which promises to be quite an update for the sim, and I hope that they, you know, optimize the sim for performance, because it is still lacking in terms of you know, performance optimizations, which is really a shame, to be honest. I find you know, flying in X-Plane sometimes becomes difficult, even with a, you know, powerful machine like mine. In some situations, you just get the frames just tank, and it just ruins the experience, really. I'm gonna Google place in the USA called my mother. All right, so we are coming to the top of descent. We have reset our MCP altitude, and we'll begin the descent shortly. go. By the way, guys, there is a product called Mini FCU by Cockpit Home. What do you call them? Home Cockpit. Something like that. Mini FCU is essentially the FCU of an Airbus simulated in a device that you can purchase. And that is coming very soon. I think the release is in a few days. So that reminds me actually that I need to be working on a video for that. All right, and top of descent, we're beginning the descent now towards Houston, en route to George Bush Intercontinental Airport in Houston, Texas. Excellent. So that need one for the B737. Right, here we go. We're looking good. All right, so if we switch this to plan, and now we can see the two circles that we created around runway 26 left at the airport. And this is again for situational awareness, but the 10 nautical mile, this is when we're going flaps 30, flaps 30 today. Yeah, flaps 30, and reduce our speed for the approach speed, which is today 147. So that's what's going to help us there. And we can switch this back to plan, to map, beg your pardon. And we can put the descent profile now. There we go. Excellent. Looking good. Houston is 8,564 kilometers from here, too far for an afternoon trip. Q8 or chat, I have the 7376. Is it wasteful to buy the 700 or 800? Well, Anthony, I'll be very honest with you. Unless you want to fly those aircraft for a specific route that the 600 is incapable of flying because of the fuel requirements, then there is really no reason to purchase the 700 and the 800. The 600 is perfectly fine. Of course, the performance data is completely different, so it's a much smaller aircraft carrying less fuel and less passengers, and can travel less than the 700 and the 800 variants. But in terms of the depth of simulation, I think they pretty much offer the same thing. I have all three, and simply because I actually also have the 900 variant. So they are different for different purposes, but if you are just interested in the simulation, so if you're a casual simmer, I'd say stick with whatever you have. If you are more advanced and you're looking for different things, there are certain things in the equipment that are not available in, for example, in the 600 variant, that are only available on the 800, and similarly on the 900 as well. But if you want them all, if you have the 600, and just go for the 900 then, in that case, and you'll have pretty much what all the other aircraft have with the larger range. And to spend buying one will suffice. That will encapsulate the experience for you. Yeah. If you had no 737 at all, I recommend using the 800 or 900. That would be my recommendation as well, Carl. That would be the sensible thing to do. But if you have the 600, then it would make sense that you also get the 900 variant, and it should include all the features that are available in, from the simulation perspective. All right, we continue to descend. VNAV's doing a good job descending there on the profile. We are looking good. And almost at Houston now. Just look at the view of, this 737. You can see here again on the ocean. You can see how this looks just like the real life. Very, very nice. You don't need to glove them for sure, Anthony. The Zibo is the end. Yeah, absolutely. And the recent update of the Zibo is phenomenal. It's just really an excellent, excellent add-on. And I just can't believe that it's totally free. Unbelievable. Really unbelievable. Zibo is really doing great service to the community. Continues to impress, and he updates his aircraft, the Zibo 737, more than any other payware provider, which is commendable. Right, we're looking good. 21,000 feet for 2,000. We're almost at our destination. Zibo is very sophisticated indeed, yes. Yeah, he did update quite a bit last week, so. I mean, this guy's dedication to the community and to the hobby, it commands respect and appreciation. Today I was I was just thinking of our late friend Matt Davis, and I was just browsing through his channel and looking over some of his playlists, and a pleasant surprise was that he actually had some of my videos saved in his playlist, which was pretty cool. I still very fondly remember him, and he's always in my prayers and in my thoughts. He was just an icon. So many have learned so much from this guy. He is a legend that is very difficult to repeat in the community. Yeah, may his soul rest in peace. All right, so we are getting close to 18,000 feet. I'm going to go ahead and set our altimeter, and the altimeter is 29902. We are about 18,000 feet. That's good, and we are looking good. 21, below 21. We are below 21, so we are within the restrictions. We have a restriction that we need to be above 12,000 at link. So below 15,000 and above 12,000. Hopefully we'll be able to make it. And all is looking good. Hello there, Mekshkiti pilot. Welcome. Where can I find the latest Zibo for X-Plane 12? I think Alex can help you with that. Alex, if you can, post the link here. That's perfectly fine with me if you want to post it. Thrust Set Simulations. Hello, my friend. Welcome. That's Bill Barrett, right? Thrust Set Simulations. How are you doing, Bill? I hope you are okay, my friend. All right. Let's go ahead and set this to 40 nautical miles range. Right, we have something says unable 250 at link. Okay, well that's fine. We can go to 240. Execute. There we go. Brilliant. All right. So we are down to 16,000. And as you can see here, we need to be below 15 and above 12. So it looks like we're doing all right. Thank you very much, Carl and Alex. Appreciate it. All right. Are we? We are 15,000 feet. Yeah, we can let the passengers just finish their unfinished business before we turn on the fasten seatbelt sign. We are looking good. One thing I don't want to forget today is flight control replay. Oops. Alright, so we'll just put that here. And we'll record our approach so that we can replay the landing. Somehow the sky colors could be improved in MSFS. The colors, yes. Well, I think they look okay for the most part. And here's our turn, and we are below 15, above 12. We're looking good. Excellent. Very pleasant flight today with no clouds, no turbulence, nothing. The weather is pretty pleasant. Speaking of the weather, let's very quickly take a look here at the weather at George Bush International or Intercontinental, sorry. If we look here, we have variable wind at 4 knots, visibility is 10 miles, a few clouds at 4,500 feet, broken at 2,500, current temperature is 29, quite warm, and the altimeter is 3003. Alright, so Y is the, alright, so I'm going to set this myself, 3003. Alright, there we go, 3003 is set. And the decision height is, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's 100. So, let's see here. We'll leave it at 200. That's a 190. 190, I believe. Yeah, 190. All right. So that is set. All right, perfect. Q is the X-Craft functional out of the box. I'm reading all kind of stuff. I'd rather have an honest, no frill opinion here. Anthony, let me be very, very honest with you. A lot of people in the community have gone very hard on the X-Craft release, simply because they were expecting a completely finished aircraft, a study level aircraft, which it is not. Okay, is it finished? It is in a state where it is operational. Does it have all the systems simulated? No. Is it study level? No. Is it an authentic representation? So far, all the systems that have been programmed into the aircraft are authentic. But can it be improved? Absolutely, absolutely. And Marco, on the pre-release stream here on the channel, was very clear about that. He did not, oversell the aircraft, or he was very honest in what the aircraft is going to do and what it's not going to do. All right, we're approaching 10,000 feet, so landing lights on. And fasten seat belt signs are on as well. So, is it an enjoyable aircraft? Absolutely. It's got a very authentic autopilot that works exactly like the real aircraft. And I've watched a real-world pilot, an Embraer pilot, fly it and speak about the aircraft.
We have begun our final descent into Houston. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you.
All right. So, in all honesty, the aircraft. By the way, I've purchased the entire family, which will fly Lilo. Hello, my friend. Welcome. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Thanks for stopping by. Marco is a great guy, and he's very transparent. And I have the entire fleet, just like Carl. I bought the whole thing, and I'm really enjoying the X-Craft family of aircraft. And by the way, you get 4 jets, but once the lineage variant is ready, you'll get it for free. So you'll get 5 total aircraft, which is pretty good. Considering you get 5 jets for 134, I think that's a good bargain. I will tell you this: you will not regret making an investment, and if you want, you can just purchase one of the aircraft for $75. You will not regret it. I will tell you that. By the way, if you're looking for something study level, then no, it's not. The aircraft is not a study level representation of the Embraer, but it's whatever it has today is very authentic. It's been done in accordance with a feedback from many real-world Embraer pilots. All right. We are approaching, we are at 8,000 for 2,000, 6,000, we have 7,000. We have a restriction there at GAR. And look at that, guys. Look at how beautiful this is. Well, in less than a month, I will be able to see this live out of the window of the Emirates A380 as we make it towards Houston for FS Expo. So I really am very excited. Yeah, let's take a look here. Look at that. Very clear skies. Although the METAR is showing few clouds, I can't really see any clouds today. There we go. Alright. Now from GAR, we can actually go ahead and change this here. So I'm going to select Chubbs and select it here and execute. Alright. That's much better. And that's the decel point. We're doing good. At the 20 nautical mile range, we'll begin probably reducing our speed. Let me take a look here at our speeds. So yeah, we have it here at 210 at GAR, and then Chubbs at 191. Alright, that's fine. So we should start slowing down a little bit. We are at the decel point. There we go. We'll continue to decrease the speed now. And at about 10 nautical miles from the runway, we will engage the recorder so we can take a look at our replay. Hello there, William. Welcome, my friend. Nothing in MSFS is study level. That I will have to agree with. as a sim, not the aircraft. But I'll tell you, the Phoenix A320 PMDG, those are definitely study level aircraft. Flight model and things like that, and the ground physics need a lot of work still in MSFS. Alex, you're just a great guy, and thank you very much, by the way, for all the help that you are extending to the community over at the Discord server. Appreciate it. Looks like there's a Southwest. They're landing at Houston. I can see it right there. Right, the VNAV is doing a great job. Looks like there's a lot of traffic here, as you can see. Yeah, look at that. The sky is full of traffic there, all coming to land, I suppose. All right, and we are now getting ready for our final approach and landing into George Bush Intercontinental Airport. We are about 25 nautical miles probably from the airport. Skies are clear, everything's looking good. Joseph, hello my friend, welcome. I'm doing very well, thanks for asking. I hope you are the same, my friend. Alright, let's go to 20 nautical miles, and now we can see the 20 nautical mile ring here. Now you get those pauses as FSLTL starts picking up, popping the traffic. What we can do is reset the traffic. That wouldn't be fun. Look at that wing view, guys. Ah, look at that. There's a couple of aircraft there. Look at that. That's a really nice scene there, watching those two aircrafts coming to land parallel to... Is that a 747? Looks like it is. And that Airbus is kind of competing. That's pretty cool. All right. 4,000 for 2. All right, we are at the 20 nautical mile range now, and we need to be above 3,000, which we are. And we're almost there now. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start reducing our speed. So vertical speed here. I'm going to go to 180 knots. There we go, 180. Extend the speed brakes a little bit. And approach. Auto brake 2. Engine start selectors 2 continuous. Runway turn off lights are on. Speed check, flaps 5. And we're going to go to there. 1. Yeah, it's not going to like that, so that's okay. Alright, we'll just keep it here at 170 for now. Alright, here we go. Now we can go back to 165. Looking good. All right, and let's go ahead and click here and record. So we're gonna call this, let's see. We're gonna call it AAA so that we don't have to look for it later on. All right, it's gonna pause a little bit and hopefully come back. All right, there we go. Excellent. Mick Katie Pilot, thank you very much for your continued support. You've been a member for 12 months. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate your support. What is that? Look at those guys. What are you guys doing? All right, here we go. Localizer captured.
Traffic. Adjust vertical speed. Adjust. Climb. Increase. Climb.
Look at that, guys.
Climb.
Of course, that would never happen in real life like that, but that was really nice to see that 747. All right, so we're looking
Climb,
good here.
Crossing, climb. Climb, crossing, climb. 2500.
He's just having a, you know, the time of his life here. All right, we're looking good. You can see traffic, everything here is in red. At least we know the TCAS is working.
Traffic. Traffic. Monitor vertical speed.
All right, let's set up
Adjust
for our
vertical
approach.
speed.
Yeah, this
Adjust.
guy is just all over the place. All right, we're going to maintain the current speed, and heading at this point, we are maintaining 2,000 feet as well until we start seeing the... All right, there we go. Glide slope needle is now active. What is going on with the traffic today? All right, you know what, guys? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come here to FSLTL, and I'm going to reset the traffic. All right, that's better. And let's go ahead and lower the landing gear. Landing gear coming down. Speed check, flaps 15. Reduce our speed to 154. Our final approach speed today is 147 knots. Looking good. Now let's go to the reference speed of 147 knots. Speed check, flaps 25. Speed check, flaps full. Or beg your pardon, flaps 30. All right. 147, flaps 30. And let's arm the speed brake. And we are clear to land runway 26 right. Now, flaps 30. What is going on with the flaps today? Not sure what's going on with the flaps. All right. Let's disconnect the autopilot. Ooh, the sim has frozen. The sim has frozen, guys. I can still control the aircraft, but the sim, for some reason, has... Is it this guy? Oh, wow. Not sure what happened here, but everything seems to have frozen. Wow, what a bummer. That's a first. I've never had that issue. So I'm completely landing blind. And welcome to Houston. Not sure what happened there. But everything just went completely. Everything froze completely. I can still control the aircraft, but everything else, all the instruments, everything here is just not working. Huh. Very, very strange. Very strange. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to
Ladies
do...
and gentlemen, welcome to Houston. The local time is 5:43 p.m. and it's currently about 59 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off.
Well, we
Remember
can
to
still,
use
I mean,
caution when opening
the
overhead
displays
bins.
are not going to
Items
show
may have
anything
shifted during the
here.
flight.
So,
Thank you for flying
again,
with us, and we hope to
I
see
have
you
no
again.
control. Everything is frozen. All the controls are frozen. So, but what we'll do is, what we can do is we'll call the GSX truck where we're going to go into Charlie 7. But that is just really, really strange. Wow. I've never, ever had that problem with Microsoft Flight Simulator. Never. Everything else, it appears that everything is functioning as it should. Yeah, the aircraft displays, so the controls, I can still control the aircraft on the ground, everything works, but you can't see anything. And it might be PAX, something has caused the aircraft to just, you know, I really don't know. I really can't just begin to think what has happened here, but look at this nice airport. Yeah, I really don't know what happened there. Never seen a train. Yeah, that reminds me of FSX days. That's for sure. All right, let's see if we can still get GSX to come and help us go. All right, next page, Terminal C, and we want Gate 7.
The requested position is already assigned to another aircraft.
Oh, is it? Sorry. Do you want to select that? No. All right, let's see if we can get another one. GSX, next page, next page. Terminal C. Okay, it's not available. All right, we're going to go to Gate 6. That's fine. Yes. Right. What is this aircraft doing today? The nuts is fine. One minute and 18 seconds. All right, we're just gonna wait here for the follow me truck to arrive. And I'm already liking the textures there of the taxiway. Very nice. All right, I can see the follow me car coming here. I wonder really what happened today. That was very unfortunate. Everything just froze at the last minute. All right, here's the follow me truck. And obviously everything works, just everything is frozen as far as the aircraft is concerned. So maybe some incompatibility with, I don't know what. Alright, we'll let the follow me truck take us to the gate. By the way, if we look at the outside, yeah, look, the flaps are still deployed. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the controls are working, so I cannot retract the flaps, but I can still manage the throttle. That's alright. Well, you know, things like that do happen, so... And this guy has just decided to drive over the grass. Where is he going? Nothing is working right today. Alright. Yeah, I'm not sure why. You know what, guys? We'll just go to any available spot here and park the aircraft. That's okay. Quite disappointed, really. It was a really nice flight. I think United has they are assigned a Charlie terminal, so everything that's the C with a C is for United, and I think they are in the back. I mean, look at this airport, guys. It's pretty nice, huh? We'll take a look at the airport in just a second. Well, everything is working except the, you know, the aircraft controls, and I'm glad the landing gear was down, otherwise it would have been a serious problem for us. And yeah, I'm not sure what happened there with the flaps. Nothing works. Nice airport. Yeah. Alright, I think we can make a turn here and park the aircraft here. We're not going to be able to do the replay, unfortunately. So we'll just bring the aircraft to stop here. Alpha 27. That works. All right. Ah, we can't even set the parking brake. We can't really do anything. So here's what we'll do. We are going to come here and we are going to close packs. Right, packs closed. And unfortunately, guys, yeah, we can't even turn off the engines because everything is stuck. United is also E-gate on the south side. Oh, I see. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so guys, what we're going to do, since, you know, we had this unfortunate turn of events here, let's go ahead and take a look at the airport here by FSDreamTeam, and I think they've done a rather good job modeling the airport here. As you can see, I do like their, you know, the ground textures very fine details on the ground textures specifically. And so I like the taxiways, the apron areas, the airport clutter. The buildings themselves are done quite well as well. The airport isn't very heavy on frames, and here we can see the United hangar, by the way, the maintenance hangar there. You can see looks like there's a, yeah, look at that. Nice animations there. Ah, how cool. Yeah, definitely some nice details. And I don't think that the interior of all the terminals have been done, but this one in particular has been done, and it looks pretty nice there. You can see that. It's Charlie Terminal here, where we could have come. I didn't know that this was the United Terminal, or else I would have come here to park the aircraft. But again, some really nice details in this looks like the main United terminal at the airport. So yeah, looks pretty good. And I think that's the only building with the modeled interior. The rest is just there. But you know what? Doesn't really bother me because for me, performance is more important. But this is a really nice airport, very nicely developed by FSDreamTeam. And you can see all the markings and the parking positions are exactly as they should. And here is the United hangar, the maintenance hangar for United. There you go. The control tower. You can see the bridge there and the underpass looks really, really good. They've modeled that very well. I like that. Yeah, overall a very nice rendition of Houston. Yeah, overall, I really like the airport. Very easy, by the way, on the frames, this airport. Just to test this, I've turned off frame generation just to test out, and it actually is not a very resource-hungry airport. So if you are, if you like to fly in this part of the world and you want to fly into Houston, again, with FSLTL, it's actually pretty good in performance. There's no stuttering there with this airport. Really very well developed by FSDreamTeam. And if you like flying in this region, this is definitely a must-have airport. Houston, George Bush Intercontinental Airport. Very, very nice. And hopefully we'll be there in less than a month. Again, here's a quick look at the beautiful rendition of Houston Airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Well, folks, I do apologize for all the problems we've had today in our stream. This is definitely the very first time I've had this issue, and it might be related to having packs, or it could be the scenery. I don't really know what has triggered this problem, but it appears to be something that I've introduced in this stream that I haven't used before, which is probably packs. But I really can't put my hands on it. But I want to thank you very much, guys, for tuning in this evening. I hope that you've enjoyed this live stream as much as I enjoy streaming it for you. Until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you all very soon. Stay safe and bye-bye for now.